Real quick, speaking of Theta Zilla Club,
Yeah.
did you see the custom Pixzilla? And somebody might have got off the count up.
Oh, no, I
You
did
didn't
not.
see it. Go check it out. Can you check it out now?
Yes, I can check it out now. Let's see here. Hamzilla. Oh, man.
Is there metadata right up?
Oh, my goodness. It's a book. This was certainly AI, I guarantee it. Meet Pam, the charming and fluffy Cavapoo with a personality that's larger than life. That's all it needed to be.
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona's sauce? Too bad, only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
Hey Mags, have you heard about the POG Hub?
POG Hub? No, what's that?
POG Hub. It's the new POG embassy from our friends Kyler over at POG Digital.
They got a POG Hub?
They got a POG Hub, man. You can go there. All it takes is an email address. You sign up. It's as easy as that. And then from there, connect your Twitter account, and you got daily social quests that you can use to get some points.
What are these points you speak of?
Right now, these are just POG points. And right now, there is the ability to open up some POG loot packs. And if you're feeling like a gamble, you can go ahead and rip them open. Some have points in them, some have Discord roles. Maybe in the future there'll be more.
Oh, you'd think POG being a proud sponsor of the Pinecast, I'd know about this.
You would think so. I did happen to notice that the Poppin' Mags intern was on it.
The intern was on it?
That's correct.
And I knew nothing about it.
Doesn't surprise me. Hop on over to hub.pogdigital.com and check it out today.
Poppin's poppin' and locking. Magnum scrutinizing. Poppin' Max Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 21 of the Zilly Award winning Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags, how you doing this week? You're on mute, Mags.
And Zilly nominated again, the Papa Mags Pinecast.
Absolutely.
But, which is weird because the intern accepted for us because we were too humble to accept. So thought that was...
Well, I appreciate that.
But you know what? He's speaking for the 10s and 10s, I guess. So, okay.
Yeah. You get nominated, you politely say thank you, and I accept. Hey, so yeah. So how are you doing, dude? You all right?
What does that mean?
Today? Just, it's our normal beginning of the episode banter.
Yeah, I didn't really make any football bets, so.
Oh, so you're good. So you're real good. Yeah. So you kept to your word. I wonder if Chief kept to his word this week. I think I haven't seen any NFT activity his way, but I haven't also been paying too close attention.
Yeah, well, the week's still young.
Indeed. So, dude, last week, I don't know how an intern got fired for this. We completely missed.
Which one?
Which intern?
Yeah.
That one.
That one?
Yeah, that one. That's the one. We completely missed likely the biggest data news of the year, I would say.
Yeah, we did.
Pretty unbelievable.
I believe it.
Well, yes. Disappointing, though. In one of the biggest leaps forward in Theta's history, the mobile version of the Theta Edge node for Android devices launched on September 25th at 9:30 a.m.
This is why people listen to us for like 2.5-week-old information. Nobody's better.
Exactly.
Nobody's better at this.
Dude, papers were always giving you yesterday's news, and they lasted forever. We're bringing it back.
Right. Yeah.
This is like the magazine. You know what I mean?
Oh, it basically is. This is, like I said, we're not like innovating. We're not on camera, live streaming. We're not meant for...
We're too humble for that. We got Yeah. Way too humble. We're like one of those fantasy football magazines. By the time it gets out, half the people are injured. some got traded. You never know. Like, those things are junk.
So, thoughts on this news that we missed?
Yeah. So, there's always been this debate going back and forth in circles here and there about Android versus iPhone. And I just cannot help but notice that this launched on Android devices.
Did it
I think
launch? Did it launch on all Android devices?
Well, that's a great question.
Because I mean, if you're gonna say something, I mean, then
no.
let's say something.
What I said was accurate. It launched on Android devices. That doesn't mean it launched on all Android devices. It just means it launched on Android devices, and it
launched on Apple devices, except none of them.
So then it didn't launch on Apple devices.
None that are out yet.
It didn't. No. So we'll just thank you for clearing that up. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I do think that this is a little exaggerated here. We're talking, this thing says the mobile edge node extends Edge Cloud's network of 30K plus nodes to potentially tap into the computing resources of 3.9 billion active Android devices globally.
Billion with a B?
With a B.
Ooh.
A B, yes. I can safely say that you can -1 off of that because my Android device is not compatible with the app. And I know there's a few others too. So just within our circle, it seems like a relatively high percentage of Android devices don't work with this.
Right. And the current world population is over 8.2 billion.
Right. So now that leads me to believe I can see, you got smartphones, you got tablets, you got Swampy's refrigerator.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Swampy's refrigerator is completing jobs.
Yeah, I think Swampy's refrigerator turned into his oven if that thing's doing jobs, right? It's everything in there is cooked. But
I think I died when he said that. That was
yeah. I mean, hey, maybe it's the future. The Internet of Things, right? Everything's connected to the internet, and you can see how see what temperature your fridge is at, online and things like that. I don't think it's going to be computing, but smart TV. I don't know smart TV, but it seems like this is a good first step. I think we can all agree with that.
Sure,
but I mean, you can't just have your cell phone solely dedicated to mining. Who does that? It's got to be a behind the scenes thing. You're going to have this thing has to be plugged in and what are you going to just do this overnight? I can see phones overheating from this. If this is an actual thing, you're going to spontaneous combustion.
And I agree. It's a good step, but I couldn't, it's funny. It took a while for people to say something. Now, I don't know where it's at now. I don't know if it's because I'll bring it up, but basically Genion, he posted a video when this came out, and boy, did that dude get a lot of jobs on his phone. And me, you, and your brother have a lot of T-Fuel staked. A lot of people have a lot of T-Fuel staked, and it seemed like on the guy's phone, not staking anything, you're making a lot more T-Fuel.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like an immediate thing to kind of introduce it to the network.
Shouldn't that be disclosed? Isn't this a decentralized network? I don't understand. I mean, so now all of a sudden, people that are holding T-Fuel and staking, we're competing now for jobs for people's phone, and we're going to give phone precedence. Is that what's going on?
I personally myself don't think that those were real jobs. I think that they were fake jobs. They were test transactions that went through that did earn people real T-Fuel. I mean, we're talking scraps in the grand scheme.
I couldn't even get how much T-Fuel did I earn on Theta TV? It was like 1.4 maybe over a year and a half or something like that.
Yeah,
and I couldn't even get it off.
Right, you didn't have enough to pay the transaction fee.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at ours, and we have 2, 3. We have 6 transactions on ours since 7:05 this evening. So that's basically 6 in 3 hours. But yeah, his run rate was way quicker than that. And I am curious if that has continued. And it looked like some of these things that were coming through, I noticed it was stock photographs that were so it doesn't seem like it was real use of the technology. It was just test use of the technology. So like I think we both agree, like you just mentioned, this is a great first step. We got to see where it goes from here. It needs to get a lot easier and a lot less intense on the phone usage. Because if this thing can't be something that runs in the background or you get pinged, if it's one of those things where it's like, oh, do you accept this? And then you hit yes, I got 5 minutes, right? And it lets the thing run the processor for 5 minutes and then goes back off. That would work. But to just leave it on there like that, and not be able to take phone calls or
I mean, you could have an old one, right? You could dedicate to it.
Okay, but now take 3.9 billion and divide it by 2 because you got to have 2 phones and only one of them is going to be used for this. You're not going to use both.
They're trying to inflate the numbers to seem like, and it's not like it's not impressive that X amount of or X percentage of Android phones can do this.
Yes.
Right, but that's not the full breadth of the situation.
Agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, what's more important? People staking their and running their edge nodes, or people just can hop on their phone and get more jobs anytime they want.
Yeah. I had this conversation with somebody,
and that's 5 days, right? To unstake whatever.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So, and you have, pretty sure they have access to their T fuel immediately.
Yeah. Listen, the staking, it's 2 different things here, right? Because
right.
we are getting staking rewards still, and it's the jobs on top of that we're talking about. So
but
those don't really,
our jobs are,
that's a lot less jobs. Yes.
Right.
But the jobs aren't paying much to begin with, right? It's the staking's paying a lot more. So it's always been way more advantageous to stake than to run an edge node. Running an edge node, it probably doesn't even pay to have this laptop I have plugged in, what we earn from this edge node.
Yeah.
Besides the staking part of it, right? You got to keep it going to get the staking rewards. So that's the only thing that makes it worth it.
I agree.
So I think we should do an early POG corner.
Early POG corner.
Yeah, we usually wait until a little bit later in the episode to sneak them into the middle.
Sure.
So here comes POG corner, brought to you by our favorite sponsor, POG Digital.
Well, known as our favorite sponsor, but POG, right? POG Digital's up there.
Favorite sauce too.
Yeah.
Listen, dude. We got a lot more packs coming our way these days.
Boy, do we.
Especially you, right?
Yeah.
You got quite a few. Sure. What do you mean, I guess?
Yeah. Well, but they, rewards are cut down. But we have more packs.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's really cool. I was a little sour on the podcast this week about it. They were talking about you and other people winning all that stuff, and I was thumbs down in, so they had to on stage and find out what's wrong with those guys winning.
Yeah, what is wrong?
That I didn't win. To be honest, right?
Yeah. You're humble enough to admit that.
Few are. But
that's absolutely true.
No, but I do. I think obviously we see what they're doing. They're just expanding, so you can get more packs, but most likely it's going to be lower amounts. But you're opening up a lot more.
Yeah, a whole lot of 100 POG point and a whole lot of 1 POG points in these new packs. But
they said possibly it was suggested maybe a future Papa Mags pack.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Saucy.
That'd be nice.
Very saucy.
Rip us open.
Yeah. So yeah, we got official founding Pogger prizes. I don't have access to that one, do you?
No.
Pro Pogger Daily, I got that one. Founding Pog Daily, I got that one. Pogman PFP Daily, I got that one.
Yeah.
Pog Ordinals Daily, I do not have that one. Did you get one of those?
Yes. Yep.
ETH Series 1 Daily,
Yes.
Proof of Greatness Daily,
No.
OKB Collectors,
Yep.
and then OKB Players, which
Yeah.
I have one of those.
And they're fairly cheap. Last I looked, the
Yeah,
different OKBs. So the official founder Pogger prizes. So some of the people were talking about that on the space, and those are for people that hold the complete sets of the founding Pogs. You know,
Oh, wow.
Slammer, Secret Rare, yeah, Common.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but and it's like apparently I don't know if I heard it right. It's like a 400x of like a normal pack. So you're guaranteed, or something like you're guaranteed a 400x, but you can only get it once ever. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So so it's like you get it, you claim it once, and then that's it.
Okay.
But yeah, so some people, they were explaining, they have family members with different accounts, so they're expanding their collections just so they can get more packs now.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so these it was funny, I didn't understand what these master packs were. So you open a pack and you get a pack for opening a pack, and but it's a random kind of pack, right?
Yeah, it is. But also it could be random packs. Like I did one today and I got 2 Solana packs.
Oh, it could be more than one pack in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And then we got now Pog merch loot packs. And a lot of those, if you don't get lucky, are 1 point or 100 points, basically.
Right. Or you could get lucky and get the merch.
Or you could get lucky and get the merch, absolutely. And as you alluded to, I did get very lucky this past week. I believe it was a Solana pack that I opened up.
Bullshit.
25,000 Pog coin.
Bullshit.
At first, I was like, oh, 25,000 Pog points. That's cool. But I've never seen it like that. Like this silver, it was like a silver medal almost, it looked like. So then I was like, wait, that says Pog coin.
You should have gave me the code.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well,
we
I can.
We
Yeah.
could have done a giveaway.
You still can do a giveaway. You were a billionaire for a minute.
I was a millionaire.
Ah,
minute.
okay. Multi. So the one, I don't know if this is like just based on when I opened the first one, or if it's everybody is feeling this. Like my things don't renew at the same time every day. Does that happen to you?
They're all at different times.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's not just based
cool.
on.
Because there's different times that you can get stuff, but then again, I kind of like having them all. It's like would I like 20 more bucks in my weekly paycheck, or would I like a few $1,000s on my taxes? I'll take the few $1,000s because I'm not going to notice 20 bucks every month.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So like with the packs, I can open up a bunch,
Yeah.
and versus one at a time, until, an hour, waiting an hour or two to the next time I can open up a pack to get a 1x.
Yeah. Yes. The infamous 1Xs, they are out.
I blame you for the resurgence of the 1Xs because
I nailed 4 in a short time.
Well, not only that, it's not that. I don't think that's the main reason. I think because you were kind of verbal about it on the boards. You mentioned on the boards how, oh, look what I got, 1X. Oh, and it's like, oh, okay, well, let's do more of these 1Xs. That's what I would have done.
So I made it look cool.
Yeah.
Well, well, I put the 25,000 Pog coin up on the boards too. Let's see if that works. Yeah, so maybe they'll give away more of those since I posted that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
Char's winning. What was it? Nothing Flash is winning.
Bodago Char won. Yeah, Nothing Flash won. I forget what that was called. Something I never heard of before. how about this week? The ETH bridge opened up for POG Coin.
I think that's what happened with those huge spikes we saw.
Oh yeah,
Because I
absolutely.
guess if I'll be fact checked on the podcast or whatever, but so I guess some people made some money on bots because of like arbitrage, but because they made the bridge, I know they had, people had bots and they just saw this pod coin come out, so they must have like, oh, there's not a lot of coins because it's maybe whatever they brought over.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh, so then they, the price started going up because the supply looked a lot. They didn't understand what the hell they were buying.
Correct. That's what it
So,
seems like. Yeah.
Like I learned at the casino, you're only down if you leave.
Yeah. You're not down until you leave.
Until you leave. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you sell at a loss, then that's you leaving the casino down.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And we got I'm not sure when it is, but Retrofest 2024 coming up, and friend of the podcast, Brent, gonna be there hosting it.
Really?
The World POG Championship.
And he's from down under.
He is from down under, making his way all the way to Arkansas. Now,
ooh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Welcome to America.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for you, man. So, how is it Arkansas, but then it's Kansas?
Say what now?
Arkansas is AR and then Kansas, right? But it's
Okay.
Arkansas, but without
It's not
the AR in
Arkansas.
front. Exactly.
You're asking the wrong guy on English. It's the most convoluted language in the history of mankind.
It really is.
It's insane.
Just going through this with young children, and
get it.
Like, when you have a silent E at the end, it makes the first vowel say its name, right? Well, how about give? Doesn't work with give, but if it's an H and it's hive, it works.
You would have never invented English because there's too many of these rules that supersede stuff. Because it all should be. There's too many exceptions and shit in the English language.
Imagine trying to write computer code to figure out the English language. You couldn't. It's impossible. It's just ridiculous. But speaking of fact checking, I think we're moving on. I want to thank Buddy for the fact check on next Friday. Much appreciated. Did
he fact check that?
Yeah. Next Friday is next week's Friday. So boom. Absolutely love it. However, ... we never got fact checked back on my midnight conundrum. When is midnight on Thursday? What? I'm just curious. I'm no one's given me an answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a recurrent thing for a while. Only the most dedicated 10s and 10s might even know this is an ongoing debate that I don't know what's the correct answer.
And that shocks me the most. That shocks me.
It's you know what? I blame English.
Exactly.
You hear that, Theta York?
Oh man. Oh, so we got a movie coming up this week, right? We got Beetlegeist on Saturday at 2 p.m. Yeah, head over there, go to the squad coin and hit claim me. Boom boom, 5 squad coins. There you go. You get one every 24 hours. So come back. Make yourself welcome. All right. Neural Havoc. Did you make your way over to the Theta Drop front page anytime recently?
Yeah, we were talking about it before the show.
Yeah, right. But I mean, how often do you go on Theta Drop anymore? Honestly,
not as much, man. Not as much.
You don't scour the boards like you used to?
No.
So yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
But there is a right on the front page there's a nice link to a drop page for Neural Havoc, another Web3 shooter from the team over at Symbiotes. And this one looks incredible, honestly. It's one of those ones where you kind of see the whole screen more, right? I forget, Contra, like that kind of thing. But there's a nice page there with some background to it. Everything Ivory does is intense. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't really know too much about it or when the drop is, but it is being teased out. Looks like it's going to be on Theta Drop at some point in the near future. So I'm looking forward to that. On to the show. Let's go over the Zilly Awards, man. How about that? The Zilly Award nominees.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the Staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all safe as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the Doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max, yeah. Papa Max. Papa Max Podcast. Papa Max Podcast.
So, first category we got here.
People want to vote, they can go to thetacon.org.
Right. You got to go to thetacon.org.
And you need a Theta Drop account.
You do. And that is a great addition to this process. Shout out Fuel Foundry, linking the Theta Pass over to it, making you sign a transaction in order to vote.
Who would have thought?
Who would have came up with something like that? I mean, just wow. Must have been a room full of scientists. But yeah, so we got, I think, 5 different categories.
5 caddies.
Yep. So the first one that we get a choice of is Best Theta Advocate. Congratulations, Bixweir, Charizard, Chief, Genion, Justin,
Your boy, Spaghetti.
Karen, Kyler, and Max.
That's a tough one, man.
100% it is tough. Yeah. I mean, Best Theta Advocate. How do you see this one? Do you see this one as like within the community, like in general, outside of the community? Like what was your thought on that one?
What do you mean inside or outside of the community?
Because like, there's like Bixweir is not, I wouldn't consider him in the community, right?
Well, if he is, I don't notice him if he is. I mean,
no, he's not.
I'm not on the I'm not hanging out in Telegram.
Oh man.
I'm not hanging out in Telegram talking crypto stuff, but I mean, I know we've had Will Lear on, friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's buddies with Bix.
Yeah.
And apparently Bix used to always talk about Theta, maybe still does. I don't watch this stuff. I consume most of my stuff on the X or Discord.
Yep.
Honestly, so I guess maybe the way we consume Theta is different than others, right?
Sure.
That being said, I'm gonna vote for what I know.
Yeah. No. Listen, and you're right. Like Vix he is a Theta advocate. There's no doubt about it. But it's a lot of these guys are guys that we know
Or gals.
Or gals, yeah. So Karen of Frames on Chain, that's the Karen that I saw in the squad Discord. Karen 1.
Yeah,
Karen
she's
1.
all over the place.
Okay, and I saw her with POG too.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah. Okay. Not sure when she came into the picture, but I've definitely seen her around. Obviously, Char, we know and love. He's certainly all over the place. I just saw he was someplace giving away Pogs recently.
Yeah, it was some kind of trading card TCG fest or something.
Nice.
Yeah. Shameless plug or whatever, but Char, I mean, like, it's a pretty good definition of a Theta advocate. Goes to ETH Denver,
Exactly.
He's talking about other Theta projects, talking about Theta Coin. So once again, and POG too. He's really good on the X with POG and in the Discord and everything. So yeah, he's not getting, like Theta's not paying him. He's representing himself. He makes his own, stickers and he'll hand them out, stuff like
Yep.
that. So that's an advocate. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. And he's creating all sorts of content for all different projects on chain. Like 100% Char is out there being a big time advocate for Theta and the projects in the ecosystem.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Chief, I mean,
Almost the same thing. Almost.
I mean, what can you say? The guy's out there all the time talking Theta. Big time advocate.
Big time Bloody Mary drinker too.
Enjoys a Bloody Mary or two.
A picture of Bloody Mary. A picture here or there of Bloody Marys.
Yeah. Probably might be sipping one right now. Is that accurate, Chief?
Oh, I
Well,
know he was drinking. Yes, I bet you it's very accurate knowing him.
But yeah, no, he's right there. He's right up there too, for sure. Big time advocate. Love the guy. Genion, I mean, he's certainly advocating for Theta, working as part of Theta Labs. So that's kind of a corporate, semi-corporate nod there, but still,
community liaison, right?
Is that what it is officially? Not
I
a
believe
community.
he's a community liaison.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's doing good work as well. He was a Theta TV guy streaming on there. So Kyler, obviously out there all over the place with POG, advocating for Theta. Yeah, Kyler's out there on the POG streams all the time. Those guys are talking about Theta and especially when POGs first came over, there was tons of conversation about why POGs came to Theta, bringing over the ETH crowd that they had built up, the Solana crowd that they had built up. And that's, that was their original community. And then they came over to Theta and a lot of their conversations.
I feel pretty merged with those guys and gals, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think that was a big time integration into the Theta community. And he continues to go around. I mean, POG coin is a TNT20 token on the Theta blockchain. Even if the ETH people don't understand it yet, maybe they will someday.
They will.
They just figured it out this past week, the hard way. But yeah, no. So obviously he's out there advocating for Theta. And now let's go to Kyle, Camp Kyle, Max, aka Max Theta.
Max Theta.
Yeah, this guy's advocating as well for sure. Mostly to the wild animals up there on Lake, whatever it is. What's the name of the lake? Do you remember?
Camp Theta.
Camp Theta Lake.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like out and about like some of these other guys are, but he's certainly very active on X and one of my favorite follows.
Well, and and he does, the Wilderverse stuff, and you can check out on Open Theta.
Sure, I wouldn't consider that as like being an advocate though. That's gated, and you're
using the tech.
Yeah, using the tech. That's a different category. This is advocate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you advocate what you know. Am I right?
I don't know. I guess.
Oh, okay.
Sure. So.
What do I know?
Yeah, I mean that's a crowded, very very crowded one right there. So, I got a few front runners. I'd say Chief and Char and Kyler and Max. Got to be one of those four, in my opinion. But
there's a lot.
Shout out Jenny on. I just don't know. Like, yeah, that's it. But we'll go.
A lot of good choices.
A lot of good choices.
Vote your conscience.
All right. Next one. Best online broadcaster.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What do we got?
I recognize the first one.
Who?
Crypto Sherpa.
Sherpa, shout
How
out.
you doing?
Friend of the Pinecast.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sherpa, for people that don't know, he covers other cryptos, but he also does Theta specific videos.
Yeah.
And he has them on the YouTube. What I like about it is, and I don't know if I've said this, what I like what he does is, hey, he puts it on YouTube. It's easy to consume content on YouTube, and not everyone is hanging out on Twitter and Discord all the time like we are, right? So, sometimes we get information sooner or differently, whatever, but you don't need to be so involved. Like maybe we're way too involved, but like you don't have to be so involved. You could, like, if you're like a Theta holder, it might to know like the weekly or as big news comes with Theta, you can subscribe to his YouTube channel and just see, he'll tell you what's going on. So so you can look at his Theta stuff or other crypto stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say he's definitely deserving of that nomination.
Sure.
And a good vote.
Next up, your boy Justin, using his platform to try to win
By competition.
AI comps.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sure it will be no different with this one.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't like the beef, like as I talked about, but like I encourage people to, it's just weird. It seems kind of self-serving, I guess, to be in a category that you've been using that platform to win other categories.
Yep.
Right? Just, maybe I shouldn't say anything, but
whatever.
Yeah.
Next, POG Digital. This is 2 for 2 on entries here.
They do good work, and they do it daily.
They do. Absolutely.
They have good guests. They got good conversation. It's like a soap opera. I don't know if you've ever watched it. I haven't watched it in years, but like you technically don't need to. If you're a fan of the soap operas, you don't have to watch them every day. If you can catch 2 or 3 and get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
Because that hospital is going to be on fire for a month. Right. So don't worry about it. Like, you're going to get all the details repeated back to you at some point. So
yeah.
So kind of like in POG. So and
yeah,
it's a great community, and they actually have listeners that show up.
Yeah. So is this the Blake and Hype?
Wake and Blake?
Yeah. Right?
No, this is. I think this is
just
the
POG turn.
The podcast daily with all those other knuckleheads they got over there. They got the POG turn. They got Emerson. They got Nokels.
Yeah.
Kyler's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not a bad vote either.
No, I mean, out of the nominees, they do the most.
They do a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And last and least, Poppin' Mags Pinecast gets the nod. Thank you to the interns for accepting the nomination, and thank you to anyone that nominated us for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
it's an honor just to be nominated, Pops.
It is 2-time nominated.
Is it 3-time nominated?
Is it?
I think we were in another category last year.
Yeah, we were 2-time last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Also. Blaze beat us.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Congratulations, Blaze.
Yeah.
All right. Best social personality. Here we go. Category
this is
3.
Some head scratchers on this one, but go ahead.
There is some head scratchers. There's no doubt about it. Starting right off, Charizard. Again, it's certainly belonging. You've heard everything we said about the advocacy. I mean, this kind of goes hand in hand a bit, to be honest with you, I think, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Do you not agree?
No, I would say that factors in. That could factor in, I think. Sure.
So Char, Chief, and Kyler were all nominated for Best Theta Advocate. They are also all 3 nominated for Best Social Personality. So, yeah. And then, next guy on here, not sure why he's on here, Sheriff Popper.
Yeah. That surprised me.
Yeah.
The humble one himself.
I mean, I can tell you it wasn't me that nominated myself. That's for sure. So thank you to whoever nominated me. Did an intern accept for
you too?
No, I accepted that one. I was, I was reached out to personally for that one. So I didn't realize that Poppin' Mags was nominated because the intern never notified me. What's new?
Yeah, the intern just took it upon themselves to
Okay.
accept the nomination.
It's appreciated. It's appreciated. And last but not least on here, in my opinion, the biggest head scratcher, Swampy. Seriously?
Dude, he's the Theta frontman also, if people don't know.
Yeah. Best social personality, Swampy.
Yeah. I could see that.
You could?
I could see that.
The guy's a one-seater.
Ah!
Oh, man.
He's a character. He's the fridge comment, man.
The fridge.
that was perfect.
Yeah.
I fucking died like 5 times reading that thing.
Yeah, he's got a Samsung fridge doing work. Oh man.
My God.
Did you happen to see in our little side group the video I sent and tagged him on?
Which one?
It
You
was
guys share a lot of stuff.
Well, it was last night. I was watching the Yankee game, and I'm watching with the kids, and all of a sudden I see Aaron Boone, the manager of the Yankees. He gets the seeds out, and he pours a bunch in his hand, and he pops one in his mouth.
Wow.
And he's eating the seeds one at a time, aka a one-seeder. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, wait a second, guys, I gotta rewind this. And I videoed it. And I was like, there he is. Look at that. Popping the seeds one at a time, a one-seeder, just like Swampy. This is ridiculous. And his response to me, he was infuriated. And I think it's so funny. Like if you know somebody that used to play baseball and you just want to give them a dig, just call them a one-seeder. That's all you have to do. Somebody that eats one sunflower seed at a time because they can't do it the right way. It's hilarious.
Funny. No, I did not see that video.
Yeah.
That's a wild group we have in there.
It is. Actually 4 of the best social personalities are in there. We're just missing Kyler.
Where's the Australian representation?
That's a good point. Why isn't maybe that's on us for not nominating.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility for not using my nominations effectively to get URP and or Nothing Flash and or Buddy Theta.
Because the thing about Theta and Papa Mags, what we both have in common is we're worldwide.
We are.
We do great in Australia.
We even represent the 10%. It's less than 10%.
Right. Yeah. Less than in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
Less than 10% of the world population is in the Southern Hemisphere. So actually
the percentage of 10s and 10s might be skewed dramatically towards the lower 9%.
They're really overrepresented per capita.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think so. I think you're right.
Wow.
But I think that's a shame on us. I'm not even going to blame the interns on this one. That's solely falls on me.
And you're making me feel really bad.
We got Sushi Cat down there.
I know.
We got Nothing Flash and Buddy Theta, Fact Checker.
Yep.
URP is not in Australia, but
he's down
in
there.
The Southern
he's below
Hemisphere.
The line. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yep. So yeah.
Before we move on, did you see this thing? I think it was Buddy Theta, and he posted his favorite football team, and it was called the Swans. Did you see that?
I did see that.
I mean, listen, when I think of Australia, it's just like I'm thinking about like there's thousands of animals that can kill you. You know, you see these videos of like these spiders. You got sharks all over the place. I mean, unless they're just getting a bad rap, from what I see. But it's like things in Australia are it just seems like you go there and you have to like be in survival mode the whole time. And then you got a football team. And notice I called it football. And it's called the Swans, bro. Like, come on.
Like a black swan?
No, not even.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I think we need to petition for a name change for that football team.
I like it. I like it because I think it ticks people like you off.
It does. I mean, it makes me scratch my head. Like you got all these crazy animals and you pick a swan. Like
Hey,
no one's scared of swans.
maybe we can get the backstory
That'd be great. That'd be
on
great.
on a Fact Check Friday.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. Most promising project, and we got 6 of them.
Oh boy.
So we got Dogzilla,
Yeah.
we got High's Gaming Hub,
Yeah.
we got Medican Film 3
Mhm.
Festival,
Yeah.
we got Open Theta,
Oh.
we got POG again. That's 4 for 4, right? This is the 4th? Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
4th. And we got dun da 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 Thetazilla Club.
Theta-Zilla, Theta-Zilla,
Yeah.
Theta-Zilla,
Oh, man.
Theta-Zilla.
Classic.
Yeah, I love that tune.
That's a classic.
That's a stacked lineup right there.
It really is. It really is. You know, I went back and forth with these Dogzilla guys a few times trying to get them on here, and you know, trying to come up with a time to get these guys on here was impossible. So I'm still waiting to hear back from them. We'll see if they listen in and hear this and prompt another message, because there's only so much I can do, right? If they can't agree on what time to come on, then I can't agree with you either. So.
You're gonna call them out on the board on the Pinecast?
Well, do you think they're going to listen? We'll see. This is an official. Do they listen? Moment.
Okay. All right.
High's Gaming Hub. How you doing? Yeah.
HGH.
Yeah, love it. Obviously, big HGH fans here. Got
HGH Corner occasionally we do.
Yeah, haven't lately. There are some new challenges up. I'm waiting for
Points
that. Right?
resetted.
Points reset. Yep, I got a staking reward for Q3 or the third season.
I was out of it, so I just bought something with my.
Oh, so you got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, definitely work going on there. A lot of stuff going on there. Not 100% sure where we're going, but you know, he's playing around in the Sandlot. Got games over there. Got these level up new characters coming in. So certainly looking forward to what he's got cooking.
His episode was great too.
Yeah.
You know, if you had questions about the projects.
Yep, absolutely. Medican Film 3 Festival.
Sure.
Obviously, like big fans of that.
Yep.
That's more of very promising, no doubt about it, but a little bit different because it's like a once a year kind of thing, right? That's growing in nature from year to year. And I'm sure that Jordan's probably right in the middle of the next year's already at this point.
She absolutely is. I think we might have the best one yet next year.
Well, I mean, when that's always the hope, right? That with these things, these film festivals, that you know, you start basic, and as you continue, you got to just hope that each one gets a little bit better. And it certainly seemed like the second year on Theta Drop was better than the first. So hopefully, this year was the second year, correct?
Yep.
All right, cool. So yeah, that's certainly promising. Open Theta. To me, that one feels like it's already fulfilled. I don't know. Obviously we're big fans of Open Theta.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're doing something, what is this category again?
Most promising project.
Yeah.
To me, that's more of like a project that's not yet reached its.
Well, I mean, Open Theta is like kind of like little brother to Theta Drop, and Theta Drop, as everyone knows, is in beta.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I haven't seen. It seems. I mean, I would once again. You mentioned like, hey, you know, when's the last time you've been on? You know, are you checking sold listings on or like Pines or anything? Like, no, I'm not checking out anything anymore. So, you know, it's been slow. So it's been really slow on Open Theta. That's not a knock. It's just
no, it's not a knock at all. It's just what it is. It's not an Open Theta's fault.
But hey, you know who probably nominated Open Theta? Well, multiple people probably did, but Chief, because of those 6 sales he had for the Theta Dragons, legend.
Yeah. He's like, let's go. I love you. I'm surprised Theta Dragons isn't nominated for that.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's it could get better. It's promising. We had Simon on earlier this year,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, and I mean there is some unknown still with these OTs, right? And the Nitro NFTs that are out there. So
yep.
there's still some more stuff that I think is going on there. So yeah, I can see that. And then POG, 4 for 4 here with nominations. I don't think you can argue against this one with everything that's been going on in the POG world.
Isn't the arcade supposed to be out this week?
It is. It is supposed to drop. We were told between October 7th, which as you're listening is yesterday, to Friday, October 11th. So sometime this week. So we will see what happens. Well, I almost feel like it might have intentionally been said to be a little bit earlier than what he planned just to get on the count up. We've said that before. He's trying to hold the record for most reverse countdowns.
Yeah. And also the record for most completed.
Yes, for most
things
times.
on count.
Yeah, and quickest too.
Absolutely, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, POG's all over the place. No doubt about it. It's certainly promising in my eyes. I'm looking forward to seeing where that's going.
Yeah. So I mean, so much. Like talk about the game. The arcade, the bridge.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there, no doubt about it.
Yeah, a lot of corporate backing from the historically that who knows if it could pop back up in the future. I mean, having those grounds already laid with some of these major companies is a hurdle that is already jumped over and can be nothing but beneficial. So we'll see what happens next. All it takes is one successful, Web3 corporate drop to happen before it's just like the floodgates open. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Everybody's waiting for somebody else to be the first. And once that
Alexa,
first is
stop.
proven, 1040. Once that first becomes proven, a proof of concept, then forget it. Then that's when it really opens up. So certainly exciting. POG coin is at a discount currently, but that's neither here nor there versus what the actual project's going to do.
Did I tell you I was thinking of? Did I tell you about the meme I was thinking about?
Possibly.
You know that like Vince McMahon meme?
Oh yes,
where
yes.
like you're blown. He gets more blown away, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be like buying POG on the pre-sale on the private sale. Oh, okay, that's really good. And but then it gets even better. Well, hey, I got my POG from buying the Found in POG NFTs, and I got all this Pogger coin, and I got it at a really good rate, right? Or then next it'd be like, oh, I just bought Pogger outright instead of buying the NFTs to stake. You could have got a huge arbitrage discount on that, right? So it's like, oh, even more. And then it was buying POG now as the wallet continues to dump whatever, and it's like, the full like explosion of oh yeah, like you can't beat this, right?
Yeah, I don't think you called it the wallet though. You called it something else. Oh, never mind.
What?
We won't name names.
No.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's right now. It's pretty. If you're just waking up to it, you're getting a better entry than URP. So that's always good.
Yep.
And yeah, last but not least, our boy Theta Zilla Club.
Theta Zilla. So catchy.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I know there's some brand new artwork out there. Been seeing Charlie was working on it. Got some sneak peeks. Seeing it looks great. Not 100%. Like I don't even I talk to the guy, but I don't ping him on what's going on there. But I know he's got stuff up his sleeve, and he's still working, and he's obviously got the retro rain that he was working on, and I know that I'm pretty sure that he's not done with that and wants to do more with that. So certainly a promising project as well. One that I'm very interested in. I wouldn't consider WWZ to be a part of this. I think that's a miss here. That should be on here separately. WWZ.
Hey, could have been nominated and could have rejected.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
I don't know that to be true, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. If that's not the case, then I take
because I
fault.
wouldn't want to have them like just deal with the nonsense.
Yeah, no, understood. I mean, if WWZ was nominated and didn't take the nomination, I completely understand. But if WWZ was not nominated, then
jobbed.
I apologize for that.
Yeah,
they should be on there. He should be on there.
Absolutely.
So,
real quick. Speaking of Theta Zilla Club,
yeah.
Did you see the custom Pixzilla? And somebody might have got off a count up.
Oh no, I
didn't
not.
see it. Go check it out. Can you check it out now?
Yes, I can check it out now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Pamzilla. Oh man.
Is there metadata right up?
Oh my goodness. It's a book. This was certainly AI. I guarantee it. Meet Pam, the charming and fluffy Cavapoo with a personality that's larger than life. That's all it needed to be.
Well, some people want to read more, know more about Pam.
No.
So
I'm sorry, but no.
So now Andrew 1 comes off the count up.
Okay. Congratulations, Andrew 1, for jamming this onto Chat GPT and getting this right up here.
Yeah, because that sounds like Andrew.
Yeah. Yeah. That is AI if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Mints 4 days ago. All right.
How about that? Yeah, where were you on that?
It's about time.
Surprised you didn't know about that.
I did not know about that.
Well, now you know, and everyone else does.
Yep.
We got someone who completed a count up.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's always nice. All right. Last category. Number 5 category. Best use of Theta Tech. And the nominees are Into the Wilderverse, Jordan Bain, Nanaimo Trader. Go ahead and say that one.
Naomi Trader.
There you go. POG Digital, 5 for 5. Celine Network. You might recognize that one.
Armor Style. Or More Style.
Yeah, you had me up in Gangnam Style. Theta Vibes and Theta.scan, which I think should be Thetascan.io. So this is an interesting one here.
Yeah, once again.
So now this is using Theta technology. This is nothing to do with creating Theta technology.
Okay.
Right? So I think there was a little bit of a misconception there because I saw a little back and forth with Amor Style. My goodness, there you go. Amor Style, wondering what the Theta tech was that Jordan was using, and I was very surprised to see that because Metacan was a DRM Theta Drop NFT, 2 seasons of it, right?
Right.
So you guys also the Discord uses DRM as well, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's quite a bit of usage there. I mean, Nanaimo Trader, as far as I'm aware, is only using the Discord. Well, no, he did. Yeah, I mean, he's got the weekly coffee or happy hours, right?
Happy hour. Yeah.
That's all DRM gated, token gated. But it's everything within it's basically he's also
Theta
got
Vibes
bot
too,
in
I
there.
think, right?
Theta,
It's
but
gated?
it is, yes, but he's also like Theta Vibes is more than just that, right? That's the platform that he's building. It's obviously not done yet, but that's that's like using streaming. But yeah, his is token gated as well. Into the Wilderverse, obviously, token gated video on Open Theta.
Yep.
Right. POG Digital, best use of Theta tech. Obviously got the side chain, what's it called?
Subchain?
The subchain. Yep.
Alexa, stop.
Again?
It doesn't listen to me the first time.
Just like my kids.
Shout out.
Celine Network.
I mean,
Brand new.
we covered that last week for sure.
Yeah, no, that's obviously great use of Theta Tech. We've got some interesting projects going on there that are good for others to use as well. So
It looked like he had a Zilly nomination mint thing on there.
Yeah, we talked about Theta Vibes and Theta Scan.io. Honestly, to me, that's a favorite site of mine to go to like dig into transactions and what's going on the blockchain. Looks like they do have some other tabs on there of APIs and smart contracts and things of that nature. Not 100% sure the full capacity of what they're doing, but I'm a big fan of thetascan.io, no doubt about it.
Yeah, can't. So overall, great. Did we hit everyone?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, POG has the subchain. They're going to be having live streams as well, right? A streaming platform. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think there's, as we said, there's a few that should be on here that aren't. And I take full responsibility for at least part of that.
Yep. And I take the other part.
Perfect. But yeah, I think there's a lot of worthy nominees on here, and I wish you guys all the best, other than Swampy.
Yeah, and for you might. Oh man, what might be tough is between all the family members of Kyle and who's the other guy?
Soshi.
I'm sure that those families have a lot of accounts. Don't get on their bad side.
Yeah. Listen, Soshi, if you want to make a deal, reach out.
Yeah. No,
I'm kidding, obviously.
Yeah, anyone but Justin.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few people on here that need to get a Zilly. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
I wish them the best. All right, we got anything else to hit?
Yeah, I got one thing was, so I've been talking a lot about Greek mythology lately.
And
I've been talking about it. I've mentioned it a few times in the past year or so too. Just that I've been, taking this stuff in.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, there's a show on Netflix called Chaos with a K, no CH.
I love that. I love just silly spellings like that.
Yeah, because that's how English should be.
Yeah, that sounds right. Exactly. It sounds phonetically appropriate.
Yeah. So there's 8 episodes. I guess it came out at the end of August on the Netflix. And tell me what you think. So basically, it is a modern version of Greek myths and mythology. So you have Zeus and some other gods. There's other characters from people from Greek mythology as well involved in this story that kind of follows some of how the story was told before, but it's not exactly, and it's in modern day where basically the gods are still in Olympus. And Jeff Goldblum plays Zeus, if you can believe that, which is fantastic. So highly recommend. I guess really I guess I'm just talking to I'm talking to URP. I'm talking to Metal Cooler because they liked the Fallout recommendation. So, and anyone else too. Great discussion. I just don't want to comment too much because it's fucking wild. But,
okay.
But yeah, you got any interest in that there, Pop?
That's Chaos, Kaos.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, we'll see. All
right. Well,
I'm more interested in that than the explanation we got a couple weeks ago about what was going on. I had my eyes crossing, and it seemed to be fact checked true.
It did, and Adonis is not in this one.
Oh, good.
I have one other thing, but do you have anything else?
I have nothing else. No.
Okay. The key phrase for
Pop. Making them wait.
Yeah, you like that? I didn't put in the corner.
I do. I love that.
So this person is our premier sponsor, and they're not POG.
Not POG.
They're our premier and oldest sponsor.
Oh, is that
a
double meaning?
Could be, yes. Could be a double meaning, if you catch my drift. But yeah. So
Okay.
why
Is the first letter capitalized?
First letter is capitalized.
Five total letters. Fill in the blanks.
Yep. That's it. That's exactly it. Don't go asking. You listen. You listen, and you listen good.
You know who it is.
Yeah.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. And yeah, the person might have been also mentioned in POG Corner, too. So
possibly.
Yep.
That's a very saucy hint.
Yeah, saucy take. Yep.
All right. Well, listen. Wish me luck. I'm going up against you in fantasy football this week, and it's not looking good.
Love to hear.
Oh, it's looking real bad. Actually, forget it. Season's over.
99%
never mind that.
Win.
All right. Well, guys, thanks again for the nominations. We appreciate it, and we will see you on the boards.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter @JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a Scumbag Hat production in association with Pam's Day Spa.